Hey guys, it's IcyNewYear, and I'm making this video in response mainly to ZeNightmare1001. I'm gonna put this video up as a response to his first Spelunky episode in which he asked for help and for some advice. And I'm making it specifically for him, but really it's kind of general advice for anyone who's starting out to new to Spelunky. I'm just gonna play through a little bit and talk about a few things as we go. The big thing to remember in Spelunky is that it is a hard game. Don't get discouraged if you're not very good early. It takes a while to get to the point you're good at it. The biggest thing I think to remember when you're new is take your time. Yes, the ghost will come. If you touch the ghost, you die, but I think it's like 2.5 minutes. It's a lot longer than it seems. So make sure, before you go down, check to the left and the right, fully explore the level. And before you go down, you're going to want to make sure you look up. Remember you can look up and down. Basically, take your time. The more information you have about the level, the better decisions you can make. Little tips, you can walk onto the spikes from the side. It's not going to hurt you. That's one I remember playing Classic Spelunky. It took me a long time to figure that one out. And if you have trouble with arrow traps, you can keep a rat or one of the animals in your hands. Yeah, I guess at this stage it would just be rats. That way, until you're getting better at seeing arrow traps before they fire, you've got that rat. This will protect you from a shot. I'll show you here. If it hits, it'll knock you back, but it'll just kill the rat. You can also throw the rat to set off the arrow trap. But it's good to have that extra level of protection. Just realize that you can't throw rats at enemies. Like, it's not going to hurt them. So make sure, if you need to whip a bat, throw the rat and then whip the bat. You can't throw the bat. You can't throw the rat at the bat, as I make this into the biggest tongue twister ever. Now I'm kind of thinking about Night Pistol and his play, and I'm going to toss some tips I've seen from him. Be very careful with idols. I wouldn't just go picking them up all willy-nilly. Because, if you pick it up at the top and you have no clue what's happening, I could smash an altar. I could have crushed my Ujet Eye here. I could piss off a shopkeeper. Like, I got super lucky on this one in not doing any of those things. And I didn't even kill my maiden. Just be really careful. Yeah, easily could have killed an altar. Yeah, just be very careful about picking up the idols, especially in the early levels. It's worth, like, what, 5,000, I think? I don't know, I don't pick them up that often. It's not worth all that much money, quite simply. So, whether it's actually worth it, yeah. Yeah. Another thing with pots, just try not to whip them when you're right next to them, because, they can pop out enemies. Either pick them up and throw them, or stand like at least a full tile away and just double whip. Pretty much if you double whip, it's going to take care of almost anything it could give that could pop out of the pot. With the exception of, I think, scorpions can pop out of pots. Normally I wouldn't be using this rope. I would have brought this down with me. But just want to check. Yeah, it's 5,000. 5,000, oops, really is not that big a deal, all in all. Also, if you're new, I wouldn't recommend, like, killing shopkeepers until you're very comfortable. There's a lot of good tricks to kill shopkeepers, but it does introduce a lot more randomness into the game. So I would not recommend killing shopkeepers when you're new to the game. Also, when you're new to the game, if the Ujet Eye is going to present a huge issue getting it, just don't. The big advantage of the Ujet Eye, yeah, you can see the gems in the wall. I have spectacles already, so I can already see them. You can see the gems in the wall, and it does enable you to get to hell. But let's be completely honest, if you're having trouble getting out of the mines, you're probably not going to make it to hell on this run. Eventually, you'll get there, yeah. But if getting the Ujet Eye is going to get you killed, I would just leave it behind at this level of play. Okay, dark levels. This is a perfect opportunity. With the dark level, it is even more important to take your time. Like, that's the biggest thing. Just take your time. Very slowly go through. As you can see, I'm fully exploring the full top of this map. I'm not going to be picking up that altar because I don't know what it's going to do on the bottom of the map. And then you can drop your torch down so you can see if there's any spikes below you, and you can safely fall. take the time to light all the torches you can, grab all the scarabs you can. They're really good money. Don't throw the torch and hit yourself in the face. The biggest thing with Spelunky is, remember, don't be too hard on yourself. It is a hard game. Accidents happen. And it does take a long time to get good at this game. Hell, I've been playing for quite a while, and I still consider myself okay. I'm no Noir Cat. There we go. Toss the torch down, and I'm carrying along a shotgun as well, which you most likely won't be carrying along a shotgun if you're early in the in your play. But hey, maybe you found one, maybe you bought one. The other thing is, once again, be pretty like liberal with your purchases. If you think something's gonna help you, buy it. I mean, don't be saving up for the Ankh if you're not, like, if you're at the point you're barely ever getting to the jungle. Sometimes his items can really help you get a leg up in the mines in a, you know, run where you might not have ever gotten to the black market, so you don't need to bother buying the Ankh. So, yeah, basically just, wow, that's pretty close. When you're, you know, new to the game, take every advantage you can. You know, just focus on, you know, trying to get to Olmec eventually. There's a vault in this level, so he's actually probably dead. Okay. Little things, scorpions take 2 hits. Remember that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other just basic tips. Oh, yeah. Just know that arrow traps can be set off from a distance if you fire at them. That one's already set off, but if you fire a shotgun into the distance, be careful, because arrow traps can be set off by the bullets and come back and haunt you. But the biggest thing is take your time. And that doesn't mean don't hold down the run button. I hold down the run button most of the time. But I mean, I took my time with that level, and I still got out as the ghost was coming. So, yeah, that's the big thing. There's a lot of different ways to deal with arrow traps. Let's pretend these are set. I could grab this, toss it down, that'll set off the arrow traps. Pots, if you have trouble aiming them, you can just stand right on the edge. And eventually it'll fall out of your hands. Same with any other weapon. It's like, you know, if I have the shotgun, I can just stand right on the edge, and eventually it'll fall down. If you absolutely have to, you can hold down and launch a rope, and that will set off the arrow traps. Probably last resort there, because you don't want to waste your resources just setting off arrow traps. But I mean, if it's going to save you 2 damage, do it. Big spiders. I didn't mean to shoot him. I did not mean to shoot him. We'll go ahead and show this real quick. With big spiders, if you get right next to it, you can drop a bomb in the web. With sticky bombs is a little different, but you can toss a bomb into the web itself, and that's going to, there we go. Oh, of course I got shot. And that's going to kill the spider, get you your paste. Paste is ridiculously useful. We'll just do another run real quick. Probably staying in the mines, not really trying to get out of the mines, because this is kind of for people who are having trouble getting out of the mines, tips and tricks style deal. I personally normally don't use resources on the first level. I try not to. Especially if you're not robbing shopkeepers, bombs and ropes can be kind of hard to come by. But yeah, like as you go, your speed will naturally start increasing. You'll start getting, you know, through the levels quicker. And, you know, unless you're doing the Spelunky achievement, it doesn't matter how long you take. Just don't get killed by the ghost, and you can take as long as you want. You're probably not going for high score runs yet, but grabbing extra money that's easy to get like that really can make a difference, because it's going to enable you to buy some more stuff at shops. Oh, this is another one I see a lot of people not know. If you hold down and crawl over a ledge, you're going to flip over the ledge. Normally, I'll just jump and grab the ledge as I fall, but until you get comfortable with that, you can just hold down, crawl over, and that'll enable you to look down before you drop. And throw rocks like that to set off arrow traps. I'm hoping to find a place where I can show you a couple more things with spikes. Another thing I see a lot of people do is taking unnecessary risks. Like, finding a spot where there's no treasure, but there's enemies, and killing the enemies. just, if there's no treasure to be gotten, just ignore the enemies. I mean, just leave them be, let them do their thing. Okay, here, perfect spot. If you have to get past spikes and you're afraid of them, you can actually drop yourself down onto spikes in that manner. It has to be one gap above. Like if I were to do it here, I would die. That would kill me. But lowering yourself onto spikes does not kill you. So that can be useful in a lot of circumstances. Here's another interesting one. You'll see this configuration sometime. If I step down here, or if I toss something down here, it is going to set off the shopkeeper, because that arrow is going to hit him. But if I take the maiden, I can make the maiden take the shot instead of the shopkeeper. And then I could buy what I want. So that's something that happens reasonably often in the mines. I see that configuration a lot. I guess not a lot, but enough that it's worth noting. With the climbing gloves, it enables us... Climbing gloves are normally worth the pickup. I can't believe I got hit there. Climbing gloves are normally worth the purchase price, because you can... The lack of rope... Like, the amount it's going to save you on ropes will probably pay for itself. And it'll enable you to get to more treasure higher up. Jump as you go through spider webs. It'll help dissolve them quicker. It's getting pretty close to the end on my little tips and tricks here. Here is an interesting one. I don't think I can make this happen. Here, we pretty much can't go down there. It's going to whip us, so we can drop a rope. And hey, we got more ropes out of it. Now, I could have probably gone back and gotten like a rock or an arrow from a previous trap and would have been fine, but in a pinch, you can drop a rope for it. Just hold down, hit the rope. Bombs are almost always worth buying. Spike shoes are really nice. I'm just not going to kill shopkeepers because it's probably not something you all will be doing at this point. If you do fall... Hold on. Wow, I'm taking a lot of real dumb damage here. I apologize for that. If you do fall a long distance, it's hard to kind of manage when you're new to it, but if you grab the edge of something as you fall, you won't take fall damage. Or if you have climbing gloves, just grabbing anything. And here we can get my key. I can easily... Yep. Wow. That was a dumb move. But yeah, you get the idea. There's some basic tips and tricks on helping you guys get out of the mines. The biggest thing is patience. Take your time. And remember, the game's hard. It takes a lot of practice. Running quickly through stuff, just, you know, speed running through is not going to get you better at the game. Take your time, explore the levels. 2.5 minutes is a lot longer than it seems. And a weird but useless trick, if you climb down on... If you lower yourself down into an arrow trap, it doesn't go off until you move. But there's no way to get off of it. So that's absolutely useless, but I figured I'd show it off. But yeah. I think that's about it for this. ZeNightmare, I hope this helps you out a little bit. Just keep practicing, you'll get better at it. And I hope anyone who's having trouble getting out of the mines or getting into Spelunky, I hope this helps you guys out. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out ZeNightmare's channel. Give him some support as he starts his exciting explorations into the world of Spelunky. It'll be linked down in the description, the video I'm making this response to. And if he approves it, it should be a video response to that. But thank you all, and have a great day.